This is Tanvir Hassan Nila. Now I'd like to talk about the introduction part of our presentation. Firstly, we need to know what is contingency plan. A contingency plan is a course of action designed to help an organization respond immediately and effectively to a significant future event or situation that may or may not take place. Basically, a contingency plan is developing responses in advance for various situations that might impact our business. A contingency plan is a comprehensive statement of actions to be taken before, during, and after a disaster. A successful planning process must have three goals. One, create awareness of potential disaster. Two, define actions and activities that will minimize disruptions of critical health functions. And three, develop the capability to reestablish business operations. Mm, Basically, it is used for risk management. No, why it is used actually? As we know, as no one can predict the future, as the in personal life, and it also goes for the business life. No one can predict the future of a business. It might have a growth or it might have a loss. As we don't know about the future, so there is a risk actually. There is a risk, so we in order to protect the risk, or in order to have a protection, so that we can save our assets, we can save our data, there is a contingency plan. Now, as most of the business are going in online, or they are having their online line setup, so there is a possibilities of losses of those data. So in order to protect those data, we are having a IT contingency plan. uh, what we could say, there is an effective IT plan, or what will be there, what will be the components of an effective IT plan, contingency plan. First, if that plan could save us from natural disasters such as hurricanes, fires, earthquakes, we could say that it is a very effective contingency plan. Moreover, crises such as trading employees or customers, or on-job injuries, or worksite accidents, if my contingency plan still could protect my data, then we could say it's a good contingency plan. Moreover, but some personal issues could be there, like death of senior manager or union members are going on strike, and still my contingency plan could protect my data, and if I could continue my works, it will be a good contingency plan. uh, Now, there are some examples of IT failures or due to contingency plan actually, as they don't have their contingency plan. First of all, AT&T network collapsed in 1990. Around 75,000 calls were unanswered. You know why? Because the worker forgot to switch on only a single switch out of their 114 switches, and this was so vital that they couldn't answer those calls, and it even led to the shutdown of the center. Moreover, the explosion of Ariane 5. In 1996, Europeans' newest and unnamed satellite launching rocket, the Ariane 5, was intentionally blown up just seconds after taking off on its maiden flight from Kourou, French Guiana. Actually, it was causes $500 million set of four scientific satellites created to study how the Earth's magnetic field interacts with solar winds. There was another incident, Marine bugs out. In 1962, when the Mariner 1 rocket was which a, s- with a space probe headed for Venus diverted from its intended flight path shortly after launch. Mission Control destroyed the rocket 293 seconds after liftoff. The reason behind it was the incorrectly transcription of a handwriting code to a computer code. A programmer missed a single superscript word, and it causes 18.5 million. There are millions of examples which are causing millions of dollars of losses to the companies. Alongside with these big losses, there are small losses too, which are also taking place in every now and then. Till now, this is my part. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm EMF Fahad. I'm going to talk about the IT contingency plan and its importance. A contingency plan is a course of action delivered to help an organization act in response effectively to a major future event or situation that may or may not happen. It is sometimes referred to as Plan B. because it can be also used as a substitute for action if projected result fail to occur. Generally, IT contingency plan is a process by which business organization creates backup plan at an alternate location to secure their data in the event of emergency or any kind of system failure. Contingency plan is a systematic course of action that is to be taken if things don't go as is planned, or if there is loss of use of the established business product or firmware because of computer virus or significant failure. A contingency plan helps organization in many ways. Many organizations nowadays are facing data loss due to have a proper recovery plan. There are abundant real life industrial example of this. First of all, AMAG Pharmaceuticals. AMAG Pharmaceuticals is a pharmaceutical company based in Boston with around 300 employees. As a part of the health and pharmaceutical industry, they are heavily synchronized, and conformity is particularly important. The data loss troubles began when an Azure folder was moved within Google Drive and didn't sync suitably. As a result, all files vanished, including some that were not even owned by the user moving the folder. The employee checked the trash bin, recycle bin, and desktop for copy, but the data was gone. Fortunately, spanning backup for Google Apps allowed AMAG to restore all files in just a matter of clicks, precisely as they were where they were before. Devoid of a backup and restore solution, the data is this chief folder would have been lost forever, putting AMAG's compliance with regulations, adjacent data, accessibility, and backup in jeopardy. My second example is Alzheimer's Association. Alzheimer's Association worked for eradicating terrible diseases. The charity has over 2,800 employees and volunteers working to boost care and support, as well as advancing research. As with any large organization, a factor of staff turnover is unavoidable. The Alzheimer's Association faced a problem when one living employee deleted all his emails on his way out of the door. Amongst the deleted emails there were messages that were critical to a major fundraising initiatives. Needless to say, losing these kinds of data within a non-profit organization can have destructive consequences. Again, fortunately, the data was be able to recover using spanning backup for Google Apps. Specifically, the cross-user restore function saved the day. By summarizing these examples, it is clearly proven that in every aspect of our life we are using information technology. What we will do if it is going to stop working or any disaster happens. Hence, the development of IT contingency plan arises. Here are a few importance of IT contingency plans I am describing. First of all, keep the organization operating. There are many factors that can stop an organization's operation. Contingency plan can help to keep or operating through a crisis. Backing up data off-site each day allows staff to go on with their work exclusive of trailing important work or access to files. Second is quick recovery. If organization have IT contingency plan that time, they can recover very quickly. If company have a contingency plan which can provide quick backup, it will help the company to recover their condition very quickly and smoothly. My third point is improves insurance and credit accessibility. Businesses that construct continuity and disaster recovery plans often have an easier time getting insurance and credit than those that don't. By showing one's contingency plan, one organization can easily get better coverage to its consumers and a competitive advantage in the market. Lesson: indemnity. It helps to take quick steps to address a problem which could shut down the website, cause to lose data, or miss credit payments. There are all several backup plan, but most of this doesn't work properly. Contingency plan should be developed in such a way so that it works properly. The main purpose of having a contingency plan is to get data backup during the time of disasters. Only properly managed and efficient contingency plan can ensure this backup service.
Scope of IT contingency plan. Business is a systematic approach which faces complication at times when any types of loss or risk occur. Before telling about the scope of IT contingency plan, we need to assess the IT environment of the organization. We have categorized the IT environment of our organization is based on some influences such as the technological context, the organizational context, and the environmental context. Then we have prioritized some items or variables. Such variables are budget, market share or loans, technologies, skill staff, etc. Budget. The calculation of our income limit, the extra expenses limit if we required, and financing it immediately. Without an appropriate and wholly completed contingency plan, we would not be suitably able to make a budget plan. So this variable is very critical and crucial when developing the plan. The next is market share and loans. While making this strategy, we have to consider another vital variable, which is the market share of our organization. Our company shall have an IT contingency plan for the protection of our market share, regulatory compliances, protection of vital data, etc. As our company is a medium-sized company, our market share is not that towering. As a result of it, we cannot rent a huge space for establishing our contingency server. Simultaneously, we cannot be able to take loans from bank. Large organization can be provided with loans by financial institution at the time of any catastrophe, but as we lack this variable, we cannot take loans when needed. The next item is technologies. The need for faster technological advancements is increasingly felt in our country. Our country is heavily dependent in imported technologies. Our company is a very medium organization which would not afford technologies to recover the data loss from abroad, which is a major boundary. Purchasing expensive hardware will be invading our budget. The next item is skilled staff, which is very important for successful execution of our contingency plan, but we lack skilled workers and training of the staff. Our company is a medium entity which has only 45 employees in the 4 offices. We lack tech-savvy employees. If our employees are not technologically advanced, it will take enormous time to explain and make them understand about the whole process, which will be a major boundary. Consequently, the training of the staff shall be needed, and training of the staff is not at all an easy mission. If we do not have any skilled employee who can train the staff, then we need to hire someone from outside. Hence, staff training can create a hindrance on our budget. So far, these limitations should taken into account while developing the contingency plan, since a thriving plan is always dependent upon some variables.
Good noon, I'm Nujhat bint Rahman Rubab. I'm presenting the contingency plan, the budgeting and also the staff training of the IT contingency plan. And now I will start the topic from the contingency plan for this particular business company. We know this is the export and import business, and it has 3 branches and also 1 main office. So my plan is that I will separate the server from the main office, and it will locate at Chittagong Halisahar area, where the rent is very low, and creating a server is important for this company from our point of view. So the factors I have considered for setting up this server is humanity management, access control, management of database, line availability, flexibility, utility services. Now I will give the short descriptions of these factors which I have considered for creating a data recovery server. Humanity management is I have to look up where environment is, the floor is enough moisturizer or not, the wall plasters are good or not, where the wall the building is overall, the building is according to the the building is according to the government rules and regulations or not. Secondly, access control. The from the remote area, access control is very tough, and I'm considering the access control issue for where I can go easily to. If there any occurrence occur, then I will the IT manager will go there and solve the problem immediately, so the transportation cost will be low. They can went too fast, they can go too faster there. So this is the plan why I'm considering this. Management of database. Actually, I'm dividing critical and non-critical application for business needs. There are three issues we are considering as financial loss, business service interruption, and legal responsibility. For this, I'm considering on the basis of will design distribution of accessibility of admin and other branches. So the data will pass through Wi-Fi and also the fiber. This is the backup system, and external hard disks will also maintain properly. Data configuration from each branches, whether it is maintaining properly or not, it will be monitored. So line availability, we have to consider the utilities line and also the electricity line and GP router, as we are using GP internet corporate Wi-Fi system with corporate Wi-Fi system for our server. So the line availability is the core condition of any good server. Electricity line is good there. The load shedding amount is less in that area, the Halishahar area of the Chittagong. And GP router, the GP I mean the router is better there. I mean the GP network, we can found the GP network, and also the GP internet runs fast there. So this is why I'm considering GP internet. Also, the utility services. Utility services are important for making a IT contingency plan. We need to run server through oxygen and fire recovery system. Needs. I mean, we will when the occurrence will when the accident will occur, we will use carbon dioxide gas system for suppressing the fire from the area. And there will be the water supply and gas supply is available there or not. We considered that issue. And flexibility data recovery data system for a company must be have some flexibilities, like analyzing the structure of the company. I have decided to set up a recovery server which is basically adaptable for using as well as flexible. So next part is most important materials for setup. For the server, I considered the external hard disk, computer, UPS, generator, air conditioner, a good internet connection which is GP, and also expert IT manager need to be hired, and 2 security guards. Well, air condition is must for where I'm setting the server for cooler down the room's temperature, and for cooler down the room's temperature, and also for the server needs oxygen. So that's why air condition I have considered. And also the generator, in case any of the occurrence occurs, whether the electricity gone, then we cannot let the data transaction will be off, right? So we have generator for this. And and plan how the data will transfer. Main server, we have the main server, and main server has the data recovery server and main file server. So accidentally data can be omitted or destroyed from the maintain server, then we can find it to the recovery server. That's why that is the plan. That's why the server is the data recovery server is situated in another area. Data transaction will distribute among the departments. All the data will go there, and main server, from the main server data will go to servers for saving, data recovery server and main file server, which is situated in the main branch. I mean, all the branches data will transfer to the main server. Next slide, I have different users use of data and access of control, like my internet and extranet users. Internet, intranet, extranet, and internet users. We have three types of user. Like intranet user includes the employees of the company through the Skype, email, chatting on the messenger, video conferencing. They can transfer data or contact with them. And also imported data file will be available for external users and company profile and achievement for internet user. Company will maintain documents of the company, raw income statement, transaction amount. So it will pass through the managers of the branches, and the internal expenses will be known by the managers of that particular branches. So no, internet users can see the website of the company, and also the informations like how much profit they are gaining, or what are the achievements of the company. They will know. And management of the managers of the branches employees will be situated in external users. They will know, and also including the top management, they will know the company's internal informations, how data will pass and save. So you can see in the chart that plan is recovery server and main server. Chittagong, Dhaka, Sylhet, Pabna, all the file servers when they will do the work, the data will be transferred to recovery server and main server. Well, now about the staff training. Staff training for this company is very important, but for the budgeting issue, we do not have that space to give them that type of training in a broad sense. So just organizing when a new employee will join, then there will be a training of a day after joining for all the new employees, and the main IT manager from the main branch will train them how to save the file, or how to save the file, how to not use the shortcuts, how the passing logging and password system will be maintained, which drives they can save the file, what type of internet they can use, and the internal problems like the Microsoft Access, voucher non customer services, all are considered in there. Video presentation can be telecast for them in a training, or in a training there, or the video presentation can give to them to see how they can use, like when we see the plans in YouTube, like YouTube have the specific video that we are going to local drive C, and that time we're double clicking and arranging and saving the software. So video presentation can effectively tell them how they are working on the organization without any interruption, and also if there is any problem there will be file instructions for them for saving datas appropriately with clients information. Even the sheet, the access sheet, all they can organize in the same manner through the file instructions and video presentation. Budget part, well, in budgeting I'm mainly focusing on the computer with external hard disks, internet connection, generator, UPS, and also the access control and fire suppression system and emergency stop switch. Mainly every branch should every branch there are a lot of transaction can be happen in a day, so we need to collect and save those documents. So external hard disk is effective for that. And generator, if the electricity, you know, the Bangladesh in Dhaka city or in Chittagong city there are possibilities to occur a lot of load shedding, so generator is must for the server. UPS is also must for computer, like if I'm saving data and if the computer just shut down, the data transaction will be closed that time and we cannot occur to them. And CCTV camera is must because of the IT managers is managing everything, and how he is managing or any type of equipment can be missing, robbery can be happen. So for that type of possible occurrence, on the basis of that type of possible occurrence, the CCTV camera is must. And for the budgeting, the costs, I called to a friend who is working in Grameenphone customer care, so he gave me the informations about the Wi-Fi connection and the GP network quality and the Rohim Afros. I just estimated the values from the Rohim Afros, where I went there and asked about the generator price, the UPS price, IDB. Of course, the computer will come from IDB, from the mouse, the external hard disks, everything will be bought from there. Furniture shop is in CTG, like near New Market. We will buy some second-hand furnitures for the computer table, and also we will there will be the water purify for drinking water for the security guards and also staff manager, the IT manager, and rent information collected from the local people who are house owner. That is from my part, and thank you everyone for listening.